I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste your I can taste your words. I can taste
Hello and happy Friday, everyone. I'm Katie McManus, your practical business strategist and money mindset coach. And you might be wondering, why am I dressed like a hot dog right now? Hello, Soulful Step Stand. Anyway, welcome. Hello. Today I'm going live in multiple places, just a little housekeeping. I'm going live in the Facebooks, on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and over here on my phone on TikTok. So if you see me looking, in a couple different places, that is why. Anyway, you might be wondering, why am I dressed like a hot dog? And why are we talking about weenies today? So if you're new around here, hello. I'm Katie McManus. I am a practical business strategist, and my tagline is stop being a weenie and start your business already. And the reason I want to talk about this topic tonight is I want to talk about being memorable, right? So if you're a business owner, especially if you're a small business owner, you do not have a marketing problem. Okay. Small business owners do not have marketing problems. They have memorability problems, right? We need people to remember us. We need them to associate things with us, right? Because if they don't remember us, then when they have the problem that we solve, are they likely to hire us to solve that problem? No, absolutely not. They're probably going to hire someone else, right? So the key to having a successful business is finding ways to make yourself memorable, AKA the hot dog suit. I actually haven't worn this in a really long time. This is a brand new one. If you can tell, I did not steam it beforehand. It's really wrinkled and it's like kind of squished. But anyway, you can come up with like the ways that you can be memorable in like by accident. You can also do it by meticulously doing market research. I want to just share how I came to have a hot dog as kind of like a core element of my brand. I don't actually like hot dogs. Ironically, I'm not a hot dog fan. I don't eat hot dogs. I mean, obviously, I feel like it would be really wrong for me to eat hot dogs if I dress up as one all the time. But anyway, no, the reason I have a hot dog as my brand is because as a joke during the pandemic, changed my tagline on LinkedIn to stop being a weenie and start your business already. And like lo and behold, it stuck. People started messaging me saying, "Oh my God, you're so right. I've been such a weenie. I need to stop and I need to start a business." And I started getting clients just from that one phrase. A happy accident that happened from that is people like will send me hot dog pictures. And I don't mean just like they find like funny hot dog things out there in the world. Like if someone's eating a hot dog, they will literally take a picture of the hot dog and send it to me on Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever they're seeing me. And it's really funny. It's so funny. People I do not know really, like they follow me and we have interactions. Hi Jazz, welcome. And hi Vaughn, welcome. They will send me any reel or TikTok that they find that has to do with hot dogs. Any weird picture they find, they'll send along with me to me. I have clients who have bought me hot dog paraphernalia. This was an accident. Dressing up like a hot dog, like having the hot dog as part of my brand was an accident. It was a joke that I honestly did when I had a little too much wine one night. All right. But when we're thinking about starting a business and we're thinking about finding ways to be memorable, there are a few ways you can do that. And one of them is like be completely bizarre, be a little weird, be the person that kind of sticks out and people remember for whatever reason. Uh, you know, fortunately, unfortunately, just, it happens to be that I go to events, where I've met people online and I'm known as the weenie lady. And you know what? That's just going to be my life forever now. So, but it does help to get me clients. I'm going to take this off now because it is getting kind of hot. Ugh. Oh God. Have you ever been at a live and someone's like, I'm sorry, I just got to like wriggle out of my weenie costume. Okay. All right. I feel a little bit more normal now. Okay. It always messes up my hair. That's one of the reasons why I don't wear it that often. I just look like I climbed through a tunnel. Anyway, but yeah, when you're starting a business, it's really important to find ways to be memorable, right? Because if someone doesn't remember that you exist, they're never going to be able to hire you, right? So whatever it is that you do, find a way to make it weird, make it unique, make it something that like people will. Oh, hi Austin, welcome. Hi Tilsa. Hi Danera, welcome. Make it something that people will think of randomly throughout their day, right? My whole brand is built around this tagline of stop being a weenie, right? I have hot dog emojis everywhere. I dress up as a hot dog sometimes. If you're just joining, you missed it. I was in a hot dog costume just now. But the beautiful thing about this is that like people think of me whenever they see like hot dog, salt and pepper shakers, they'll take a picture of it and they'll send it to me. Whenever, people are at barbecues, like 4th of July is a big day for me because I get pictures of all the hot dogs that people are eating everywhere. It's really funny. Hello, Manna. Hello, Valley. Welcome. But whenever you are thinking about your brand and thinking about ways to make yourself memorable, I want you to think about a few things. So first and foremost, what is your personality and what's the personality that you want people to perceive from your brand, right? For me, I'm a little irreverent and goofy, right? I'm like, I don't like taking things too seriously. I very intentionally do not use any of the proper business lingo when I work with my clients because I find that makes it inaccessible. I find that like they understand a lot more and they become more successful faster if I just use layman's terms to describe everything from how they do like their sales stuff, how they market their work, how they create offers, whatever. I'm not using the acronyms. I'm not using any of the like technical marketing business terms, right? Because it makes it inaccessible. I also am kind of like I make jokes all the time. One of my core tenets of my programs is that I want people laughing as much as possible because when you're laughing, your brain actually has an easier time taking in and absorbing and holding on to new information. Right. And I don't know if anyone has started a business here. If you're a business owner, starting a business is one of the most stressful things a person can do in their life. Right. And when you're experiencing stress, it's really hard to learn anything. Hi, Kirby. Hi, Barb. Hi, Manna. Welcome. It's really hard to learn anything. Right. Because when you're stressed, like your brain is telling your whole system, we're in survival mode. We have to make sure that we survive this because we're stressed out. There's some danger out here, right? And when you're first starting a business, there's so much stuff that you have to do that kicks you into that survival mode, right? For instance, showing up on social media like I am right now. And hello, Michael. Hello, Rayo. Welcome. And Kirby and Comedy. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Anyway, but there's so many things that you have to do that puts you outside of your comfort zone. And your nervous system has not evolved much from the days of yesteryear when our ancestors were nomads and they had to like just assume that there was danger around every corner because there was, right? For us, like our nervous system hasn't learned what social media means yet. right? For social media, it can, oh, thank you so much for the likes. Well, welcome. Thank you. Um, but our nervous systems don't understand that like showing up on social media, even though it feels like scary and vulnerable and outside your comfort zone, it doesn't actually mean death, right? And so even the act of talking about posting to social media to promote your business, sharing testimonials, doing reels or TikToks or whatever, wherever it is that you're showing up and whatever it is you're doing, that can kick your brain into survival mode, right? Because even the thought of doing something scary can make you feel stressed, right? So when I work with clients in my business strategy work, I prioritize making it a good time. I prioritize cracking jokes, being a little, like even a little inappropriate, right? I was talking with a client, a few weeks ago, and she was asking me, she's a coach, and she needed one of her clients to do something so that she could kind of assess where they were. And she was like, how do I ask that they do this? And I'm like, you know what? You have to be the gynecologist in the room, right? So if you're working with someone and you're the expert and you need them to do something, like your gynecologist isn't going to be like, excuse me, do you mind? Do you think I could see your vagina really quick? Just look really quick, like if your gynecologist said that, you would be so creeped out. You'd be like, no, of course you can't see my vagina. Get the hell out of this room right now. um, but instead, gynecologists aren't like that, right? Gynecologists will say, hey, all right, great. Welcome. All right. So undress from the waist down, put this gown on, get on the thing, feet in the stirrups. There you go. We're going to do your pap and pelvic. I'll be back in a few minutes, right? They do it in a very sterile way, in a way that like is just straightforward and, not weird. But it would be weird if they asked for permission, right? There are so many ways I could have explained that. There's so many ways that I could have showcased that whole way of being. And yet I went with the slightly inappropriate way because you know what? It's memorable. When you make someone laugh and you kind of teach them a lesson in a way that's ridiculous, they're never going to forget it, right? So when I think about the things that I want to incorporate in my brand, I do try to incorporate kind of the absurd and the funny because I know it's going to make people it's going to give them the impression that this is going to be a fun experience. This is going to be an experience that's not going to be super serious, but that will actually get them results. Right. So whatever your business is, whatever your brand is or your personality, are you a really serious person? Great. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But your brand cannot have silly elements in it, right? Because it's going to give people the wrong impression. They're going to come in the door and expect something completely different from what you actually provide, right? So you're going to want to do something that indicates seriousness, right? If you just have like a really warm, bubbly, like effusive personality and people walk into a room and they feel like they're family immediately, then you know what? Your brand has to communicate that. Your brand has to feel like a warm hug from grandma, right? warm hug from grandma is not a hot dog costume. That is not my brand, right? But if you're able to figure out how you can represent that warm hug from grandma vibe in your branding, and that's exactly what people experience, like there is this incredible layer of trust that you end up building with your people, right? One of the best pieces of feedback that you can ever get from anyone who discovers you online and then gets on the phone with you is that they get on the phone with you. And especially if they've been reading your content and not seeing you in video form, the best feedback you can get is, oh my God, you sound just the way I read you. Like when I read your stuff, like you sound just the way you speak right now, right? When we can communicate that in words, it really does build that layer of trust, right? But imagine like if you can do that with your brand, if you can give them something that allows for them to experience your personality before they even get on the phone with you, you are off to the races, my friend. People don't ever, it's my experience, they will never remember what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Maya Angelou was brilliant for that. Hi, Jane. Welcome. And hi, Clocaine and JC. Welcome. Hello. So, there are a few things that you can do to make your brand more memorable. You can be absurd. You can stand out. You can use bright colors. You can be a little scary. You can make people feel something, right? And I will say it's kind of hard to do a lot of them, right? It's kind of hard to stick out from the crowd, right? Not not everyone can do a hot dog costume and have it work, right? Because you also have to make sure that it's going to feel um, uh, cohesive with the rest of your brand. Only exit. It's almost 5:30 already. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, it is almost 5:30. Or is it 5:30 p.m. or are you talking about likes? Because I'm only showing 183 likes. Hello, Rayro. Welcome. And gingerbread mom. Oh my God, gingerbread mom. Okay. So speaking of memorable, I had a cookie party a couple of weeks ago. I had a bunch of friends over, and one of my friends in San Francisco actually designed these cookie parties. Oh yeah, it's 5:30 p.m. Okay, got it. Thank you for the likes, everyone. But anyway, so I had a cookie party a couple weeks ago, and the only cookies that we had, or the cookie cutters, were dog bone shaped. And so I made a bunch of dog bone shaped sugar cookies that people could decorate. And then we had so much fun that we decided to do another one. But I was like, okay, guys, but you guys need to drop off some cookie cutters for me because all we have are these dog bone ones. So my neighbor Anne shows up a few days ago and she has a package that, she ordered a bunch online, and she ordered some that were like leaves. And then she pulled one out and she's like, this is a special one. And it was gingerbread people scissoring. I died. I cannot wait to make cookies and decorate them. It's going to be absolutely hysterical. Right. But anyway, sorry. I saw the username gingerbread and I just had to share that with you guys. Anyway, but yeah, so like your problem as a business owner is not marketing. Okay. You're not sitting around with your marketing board or your marketing team and thinking, cool, how are we going to spend millions of dollars to put together an ad for the Super Bowl? No. Your job, the main challenge you have as a business owner is being memorable. Finding ways for people to remember that you exist at critical moments when they need your help, right? Especially if you're in a service-based industry. If you sell scrunchies, like, people will need their hair up and they'll think, oh yeah, like I need a scrunchie, and then they'll go and look for it. Right. But if you're a lawyer who does litigation, like you help people sue other people, it's not like you can go on social media and be like, hey, you guys feel like suing anyone today? No, that's not how it works. You have to build the relationship with your audience so that at the point where something goes horribly wrong with them and like a business agreement or something, they have this moment where they're like, oh my God, I think I need to sue. I think I need to talk to a lawyer. Who should I call? Oh, I know. I should call the person that I remember. I should call the person that I know exists. I feel connected to. I feel like we have a relationship and a rapport, even if you've only ever interacted with them online. That is who they're going to call first. Check the likes. Oh my God, 666. We're being trouble today. I love it. Hello. Well, you know what that means. That's a great username. Hello, welcome. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you, Nick. I love the how you have that flag in your picture. Oh my gosh. Hello, Jane. Welcome. Hello, everyone. And as I'm talking through this, if you have any questions about, how you can make your brand more memorable, please do pop them in the chat. If you have any questions about, business ideas that you would like to start, I'd love to talk through that with you. But yeah, honestly, the hot dog costume. So during the pandemic, I switched to completely online. I used to work with clients in person in California. I ended up stranded on Cape Cod with family during the pandemic. And I had one client that every single time we'd get on the phone, I'd ask her, have you done your homework? What's the progress? And every single time she'd be like, no, I didn't do my homework. Hi, Pan, welcome. And she'd, apologize and she'd feel really bad. And then we dig into, okay, well, what was it about the work that that made you not want to do it? And, she'd like explain, well, this got in the way and that got in the way and blah, 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 blah. And, like with coaching, that happens, right? That happens. Like you assign work to your client and they have to go and do it or they don't do it, right? And of course, life gets in the way. And sometimes, circumstances don't allow for you to finish the work. However, this happened for months. And I finally said to her, why are you being such a big weenie about this? Right? Why? And she stopped and she was like, oh my God, you're right. Oh my God. Like, I'm just being a weenie about this. I'm coming up with all these excuses as to why I'm not posting on social media. I'm not networking. I'm not going out there and getting clients. And she took it to heart. And the next time I had a call with her, she'd done the fucking work, the work that we had been trying to get her to do for months. She finally did it because she realized that she was making up all these excuses. She was coming up with things to do besides the work in her business because she was afraid of it. Oh my God, 1,000 likes. Thank you guys. Oh my God, it's at 1.5. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, so taking this experience with her, I thought, oh, well, that's kind of a fun way to tell people that they're being scaredy cats. I had a little bit of wine one night and I thought, well, I can always change it back. Let me just change my little LinkedIn tagline to stop being a weenie and start your business already. And I couldn't change it after that because it took off. People started DMing me randomly and just saying, you know what, like I'm being a weenie. I think I need to work with you. And it was one of the best things that I ever did for my brand, for my business. And it was all by accident. Hi, Gavin. Welcome. And thank you guys so much for the likes over on TikTok. Oh my gosh, that means so much. Hello. Justin, hello over on LinkedIn. Every time I see the weenie costume, the movie Accepted comes to mind. Okay, I haven't seen the movie Accepted, but I will have to watch it because obviously weenies. Oh, and Justin, you're over on TikTok too. Hello, welcome. I'm getting you from both angles. Anyway, but yeah, so like that's my story. That's how I came up with the hot dog, stop being a weenie as part of my brand. For you, yes, it can absolutely be like kind of a slightly drunken mistake. Not slightly. I was very drunk when I did that. But anyway, it can be. Or it could be something that you market test. It can be something that you do intentionally and you test it and you see what lands and then you test more and then you see what lands. And it's a long process, right? Because a lot of people, when they start a business, they think, okay, well, I'm going to do the branding first. I'm going to figure out my brand and then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get clients. So they design their logo, they do their website, they come up with colors, they do all the stuff. That's fine, but you're missing 50% of the equation here, right? You can absolutely design a brand that represents you, but your business is not about you. Your business is about your ideal clients, right? Your ideal clients are out there. Hi, Philly. Welcome. Your ideal clients are out there and you're going to start working with them at some point, hopefully, or else you're just going to have a subsidized hobby. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome. So anyway, your clients are out there and you're going to start working with them and you're going to start seeing like what that client work is like, right? You may have this expectation, maybe you're a coach, you may have this expectation that you're going to get clients and it's going to be this beautiful spiritual journey and it's going to be really sacred and kind of like hollow ground. And then you start working with people and you notice you attract like a quirky bunch, right? And it's not spiritual, it's goofy. It's fun. It's like silly to the nth degree, right? If you've designed a whole brand around you and your spiritual and your grounded side, and yet you start attracting like a completely different side to this, like that's the part of your brand that you want to represent. That's like the way you have fun with your clients. You want to represent that in your brand. That makes your brand so much more powerful, right? So there's going to be a point in every business where you're going to have to revamp your brand, right? Or you're going to have to like do a little course correct. Hi, Hayden. Welcome. Hello. Oh my God, guys, we're almost at 3,000 likes over on TikTok. That's huge. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever gotten that many likes on TikTok. I'm bad. This is the thing that I really admire about people who go live on TikTok is they tend to be so proactive in asking for what they want, right? They'll ask people to give them a certain amount of likes. And then, or to give them gifts and everything. And I just always forget to do it. So thank you so much. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Jimbo. Welcome. Oh my gosh. And Justin, I can't open the link to the YouTube for the scene for accepted, but I will watch it. I promise you. I cannot wait to see it. Thank you for putting that in the comments over on LinkedIn. But yeah, and hello, Tito, and hello, Turning Page Jules. Welcome. I love Friday lives because I honestly get so tired that I kind of forget what I'm talking about half the time. And it turns into like just this really like warm, cozy hang. So I really appreciate you guys being here. But anyway, as you grow your business, as you figure out who you want to serve and like where your strengths lie and what energy you want to bring into your business, you learn over time, the elements that you want to incorporate into your brand, right? So you do not need to figure this out right away. You do not have to figure out what your memorable thing is going to be right away. Okay. It takes time. It takes working with clients. It takes seeing what works with those clients. And then it takes testing, right? Oh my gosh, I got a dolphin. Thank you. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you for the gift. Anyway, but yeah, it takes testing and it takes, just having fun with it. We treat business way too seriously, and I honestly think that is absolutely a tactic of the patriarchy to scare people away from being in business. Right. Because if you feel like you have to be a certain way and you have to have a certain level of education, and you have to, speak in a certain way, and you have to know the acronyms, and you have to know this, and you have to know that, that barrier to entry is very intimidating for folks. Right. And so oftentimes it scares people away from starting a business. One of the things that I get a lot of questions around is how do I put together a business plan? And guys, like I'm a business strategist. I've been in business for 7 years. I have never made a business plan in my life. All right. You do not need one. You do not need a business plan if you're offering a service, right? If you're looking for investment, if you have to borrow money, oh, thank you, 4,000 likes, amazing, thank you. If you need to get a loan from the bank, if you need to get premises, and you need to convince someone to sign a lease with you, yeah, you need a business plan for that stuff. But offering coaching or consulting or legal services or copywriting services, you don't need a business plan. You need, a business strategy. You need to know how you're going to get clients, but you don't need a little document that's going to tell someone else what you do and how you're going to get clients. Doesn't matter to them, right? I help clients every single day start businesses where they're able to sell their expertise using very simple online tools. And honestly, besides working with a coach and having some instruction on how to start the business, you shouldn't be spending more than $50 a month on expenses for your business. When you first start out, you get free social media accounts. You don't have to pay for that. You can do all of your calendar things and subscriptions and payments. That's the word I'm looking for, through Acuity Scheduling. I swear by Acuity Scheduling. I think it's one of the best tools out there, and it's so simple to use. It's also only $30 a month, right? When you first start out, you don't need a website. I know that's not what a lot of business coaches will tell you, but I firmly believe that you do not need a website in order to be successful when you first start. You need a way for people to sign up with you, right? So you need them to be able to book a sales call with you. You need to have some kind of document signing technology. So DocuSign, I use Sign Now. It's a cheaper thing. It's also very intuitive to use. What else do you need? You need an email. You can use a Gmail account when you first start. That's what I did. You can do a whole lot of stuff for free. You do not need to be spending a ton of money, right? So you don't need investment. You don't need a business plan. Let me see. Justin, TikTok is the perfect example of a double standard for men versus women. If a man asks for gifts on TikTok, then they are hustling. If a woman asks for gifts, they are desperate. WTF. If a man is direct, he's an alpha. If a woman is direct, she's bitchy. What in the F? Yeah. You know, that's the patriarchy, my friends. At play, it harms everyone. It absolutely harms everyone. It's so funny. I think, and it's so funny. Every time I talk to a man about their experience of TikTok, it's always so different, right? I was talking to one of my friends who also happens to be my lawyer and a former client of mine, and he was saying how he hates TikTok because he hates how, how much patriarchal kind of anti-women stuff he sees, and it's amazing because, like, that's not my experience of TikTok at all. And it's just interesting how they gear different types of content towards the different sexes. Anyway, hi, Monty. Hi, Travis. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for the gifts and the likes. We're at 4,000. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. But yeah, starting a business feels so scary. Starting a business, like, forget the part where you're putting all your eggs in a basket where, like, you may or may not make any money and you need money to survive, right? But starting a business, there's this energetic bravery that you need in order to put yourself out there, right? Don't make it too complicated for yourself. Here's what people need to know about you when you're just starting out, right? Before you figure out what your version of the weenie costume is, before you figure out how people are going to, like, have a really sticky memory of you in their head, you need to figure out how you are useful to people, right? Because whenever we meet anyone in our lives, subconsciously, we are tracking for, are you useful to me? Right? And if you're not useful to me, are you useful to someone that I know? Right? So I want you to imagine a family moves into a house down the street from you. They come over, they see you working in your yard, and they introduce themselves. And she's an accountant for whatever. And then he says that he's a plumber. Your mind is going to be like, great, it's so good to know a plumber on the street because, if my toilet overflows, if, like, I have a pipe burst, it's great to know that you're here, right? You're going to store that memory away. You're probably not going to store away the information that the wife is an accountant, right? Because it's not relevant to you, right? However, if you just heard a friend say that they need a new accountant, for their job, you can ask, oh my God, are you looking for new work? Because I have a friend, they're looking to hire an accountant in their business. And, it's local, it's a great company. If you want an introduction, then let me know, right? People are always sorting for, are you useful to me? And if you're not useful to me, are you useful to someone I know? Because here's the thing, like, if you're useful to me, amazing, that makes my life better. If you're useful to someone that I know, then guess what? I get to connect you guys, which elevates my status in everyone's experience, right? We do this without thinking. This is not something that we do consciously. It sounds very transactional, but it's something that we just do as part of how we interact with other human beings, right? It's how our brains honestly sort for what information can we get rid of, right? Because if our brains kept every piece of information that it perceives in our life, that's a lot of information, guys. You can walk down the street and not remember a single face that you saw because none of them were relevant to you. I went to the bank today. I remember the face of the person who helped me, my friend Heather, who's being the treasurer for the campaign that I'm running. I remember Kristen, who was working behind the desk over here because I had worked with her previously. I don't remember anyone else's face, right? Justin, part of that is making sure your messaging is succinct for people to be able to deliver your particular value prop. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. And here's the thing that people get really hung up on. They're like, okay, well, what's my title? Am I an executive coach? Am I a leadership coach? Am I this? Am I that? And, it actually does not matter, right? Because no one actually knows what that means. It's the same if you're an attorney. Like, am I a litigation attorney? Am I this? Again, It doesn't matter because people don't actually know what that means. If you're an executive coach, like what you want to explain is I work with people who work in tech, who are director level, who manage a team of 5 or more and are really, really struggling with time management. Great. That tells me so much more information about who you can help and your business than just knowing your title. Likewise, if you're an attorney, a litigation attorney, great. Like, do you help people with slip and falls? Do you help people sue vendors who sold them something and didn't provide the service or the goods? Right? 2 different areas of law. Right. Hello, Amy. Hello, Dr. Patrick. Welcome. Hi, Kai. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Hi, Serena. Hi, Jeff. So yeah, it's so important as you're launching yourself to just figure out how you can explain who you're useful to. If you can figure that part out, you are golden. You are beyond golden, right? Because if people are going to have such an easy time if they're your ideal client saying, oh my God, I'm that person. I need help with that. And if they're not that person, they're going to have a much easier time referring business to you in the future if they understand who you're useful to and how you can be useful to them. Right? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Hello, Amy. Hello. But together Uber. Hello, welcome. Hello, Katie. Hello. That's such a great name. Hi, Devo. Welcome. Hi, Pistol Chick. Hello, welcome. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions about starting a business or how you can make your brand more memorable? Anything under the sun that has to do with a business. Let me see. And if you don't, that's okay. I know it's Friday afternoon. I'm tired. Welcome. Hello, Mike. Welcome. Balls. I respect that. I respect that username. That's a good name. Anyway, if we don't have any questions, then I'm going to wrap up because I am hungry and I'm tired and I'm wearing soft pants, but I'm wearing my daytime soft pants and I need my nighttime soft pants. It's Friday. It's been a long week, everyone. Little me, hello, welcome. All right, everyone. Remember, start a business. Stop being a weenie. Be brave. Do the scary thing. And if you need any help, hi, I'm Katie, your practical business strategist, and I can wear a weenie costume to our meetings if you want. Clap the penjamin. I feel so old when I don't understand the lingo. Anyway, but yeah, if you need any help, there are links galore all over if you want to book a generate income strategy call with me. But you know what, regardless, go and take the first steps in your business. Go and do something to start your business. Tell 3 people that you're starting a business, that you're for hire. Just go and do it. You will never regret it. Let me see. Oh, Justin, how difficult is it to set up an LLC? Actually, this is one of the easiest things to do. There are so many online things that you can go through that pretty much do it all for you. And it really depends on the state you're in. It can be really cheap. It can also be pretty expensive. I know it was way cheaper for me to set up my LLC when I lived in California than it is in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, it's like $500 to set up an LLC. It's kind of dumb. But honestly, go, I think Simple Legal, what's the other one? LegalZoom. I've set up LLCs through LegalZoom as well. What else? Yeah, honestly, use LegalZoom. Set up your LLC through that. I also I'm a little contrary in my business strategy. I don't recommend you start an LLC until you make a little bit of money. I know lawyers will probably say, no, don't do that. But if you're feeling squeamish about spending money on your business, go and get a client first. Go get it like a test client and make sure that you like doing the work, right? Because sometimes it can feel like a big move to make to go and get an LLC if you're not sure you want to do it. Hello, Gray Baker. Welcome. And Franny, hello. And Mike, welcome. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, LLCs are amazing tools to have in your business because they protect you from liability, right? So if Justin, I'll just use you as an example. If you were to hire me as your business strategist and you contracted directly with me and say you were really, really unhappy with me for whatever reason, maybe I wasn't wearing the hot dog costume enough for you, and you're like, this isn't what I signed up for. Um, and you were like, this is done. Like, I want to sue you. You'd be able to sue me directly because we were working together directly. However, if I contracted with you through my LLC, if you hired my business and wanted to sue my business, that would actually protect me and all of my assets from you. So LLCs are important, but like if you're not in a space that is highly litigatable, it's not. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just saying this. Like, don't take it as legal advice. But like, I don't see it as that terribly necessary right off the bat. But I'm a little more risky in my approach and stuff. So take that for what it is. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes over on TikTok. And thank you for being here over on LinkedIn and on Instagram. I hope this is useful to you. And I look forward to going live with you again. Next week, I will be going every single day. So tune in. I'm going to be doing it at various times. So if you don't follow me, go ahead and follow me right now so you can be sure to get the notification. But any questions you have about starting a business, please just DM them to me, put them in the comments. And I look forward to going live answering those questions next week. Anyway, Justin, thank you for the questions. And let's see, everyone over on TikTok, there are just too many of you guys to all list out. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes and support. And I look forward to coming live with you next week again. All right. Mwah. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you all soon. Mwah. Bye.